The steak was overcooked. I noticed that before anything else. Dry, chewy, just like this family. No tenderness left in it. Dad raised his wine glass like a judge about to sentence. So, how does it feel being the most useless one here? The laughter came fast. Siblings, cousins, even Mom cracked a smile, twisting the knife with her silence. I looked at them. My brother bragged about his 4th job loss. This year, my sister was already drunk, sliding into debt like it was a pool she could swim in. And Mom, she was wearing the earrings I paid for, sipping wine from the fridge I bought under the roof I've kept from collapsing for a decade. I swallowed my bite, looked Dad straight in the eye. How does it feel knowing this useless one won't be paying your bills anymore? Silence. Like I'd pulled the pin and dropped the grenade in the middle of the table. And then I smiled. Dad called me at 3 a.m. again. The mortgage payment bounced. He barked. Fix it. Not asked, told. Like I was the family's unpaid insurance policy. 4 years I paid without complaint. Birthdays, braces, bail, all of it out of my pocket. The success I bled for insolence became their security blanket, and they wrapped themselves in it without ever asking how I was sleeping outside in the cold. But that night something shifted. A line cracked inside me. I didn't yell. I didn't explain. I just said, okay, and hung up. Then I started watching, listening. Mom slipped up first. I was visiting, helping with her taxes, and I found a second set of bank statements, different account, big deposits, regular from him. Who's Marcus? I asked casually. She blinked, froze, then forced a smile. Just a friend. Later that week, I checked their internet router, pulled the browsing history. Dad wasn't working late like he claimed. He was gambling online and losing. I hired a private investigator, old friend. No questions, just results. Turns out the house I bought for the family had been quietly transferred into a trust under my sister's name. No one told me. No one even thought I'd notice. That was the moment I stopped being their puppet. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. I planned. First, I stopped the automatic transfers quietly. Now warnings. Then I changed the locks on the condo I owned, but Mom called hers. She came home to find all her things boxed on the porch, labeled by room. She texted me 14 times, called 27. I blocked her. Next, I called the bank and restructured the business account that Dad used as his personal ATM. Froze access, changed passwords. His early retirement turned into an unexpected job search. I let the IRS know about the forgotten rental income under my sister's name. Not out of spite, out of justice. She claimed the property on Instagram, not taxes. Big mistake. But the real move that was at the dinner table. I'd waited for the moment when all their egos were fat and fed. When they'd laugh at me for sport, when they thought I was still the cash machine in the corner, blinking green. You can't just cut us off, Dad said, finally breaking the silence. I leaned back in my chair, steady. I didn't. You did when you decided I was just a wallet with legs. Mom looked pale. My sister grabbed her phone, probably to Google IRS audit process. You think you're better than us now? Dad spat. No, I said, finishing my wine. I've always been better. I just stopped hiding it. They begged eventually. Emails, letters, apologies laced with conditions. But the thing about betrayal is once you see someone for who they are, you can't unsee it. They didn't break my heart. They broke the version of me that trusted them. So I rebuilt. New apartment, smaller, quieter, mine. New friends. People who don't ask what I can do for them, just how I'm doing. And peace. The kind that doesn't come from silence, but from closure. The last time I heard from Dad, he left a voicemail. Said he missed me. Said the family dinners weren't the same. I listened to it once, then idolated it. I was never the useless one. I was the glue, the foundation, the one they drained until I had nothing left but fumes and fake smiles. But they forgot one thing. Even glue snaps when pulled too far. And when it does, everything else falls apart.